Hello everyone, welcome back to Bumble Stitches. My name's Nicola and this is a Flossmas recap and giveaway winner announcement video. Today is, I think it's Thursday. This is that awful, no it's not awful, it's wonderful. The wonderful in between Christmas and New Year bit when if you're lucky enough like me not to have to go to work in that time, you literally don't know what day it is, what your name is or what you're doing, but that's all absolutely perfect, just to have that time to relax and catch up on some things that you love doing. I hope you all did have a wonderful Christmas and enjoyed yourselves and took some time out just to enjoy the season and all the wonderful food, and hopefully you got to spend some time with people that you love. So we had a very nice Christmas, very quiet. My mum spent Christmas with us. Justin's dad was due to come and spend Christmas Day with us, but unfortunately he was feeling a little bit under the weather, so Justin took him round his Christmas dinner so he could have it at home because he wasn't feeling up to visiting that day. But we had lots of wonderful food, things to drink, lots of chocolate, and lots of wonderful presents as well. We were very, very lucky and spoiled really. So no complaints from me on Christmas. The run up to it was stressful to say the least. I didn't finish work until the Friday afternoon before Christmas, and I had not really pre-organised myself at all, and it's entirely my fault for not getting organised. But by Christmas Eve I was literally running around the house like a mad woman trying to get things done, and some things just didn't get done, but nobody went without anything, and I think everybody had a really nice time anyway. So if you watched my Flossmas videos, you'll know that they came to a halt around about December the 13th, and I'm sorry that I didn't finish off the Flossmas videos with you all. It just, life got in the way. There was just so much going on and I just couldn't find the extra time to film and edit and all that kind of thing. It really isn't so much the filming, that doesn't take long, it's always the editing. Anyone, you know, those of you that do videos, be it FlossTube or anything else, you'll know that editing and uploading is what takes the time, and I just literally ran out of time. But I didn't want to leave you all hanging because there were some giveaways, and I've also got my whole box. I'm going to try and show you without, I'll go through the things in a minute. This is the content of all my wonderful advent goodies that I got, so I'll do a quick run through of those. There'll be obviously the ones that you saw during the actual Flossmas videos, but also the days afterwards. I did start saving them up thinking I was going to get back to Flossmas, and in the end I thought it's not going to happen, so I just started opening, and I had like days and days worth to open, so that was actually quite a treat to open so many advent goodies. I've got the giveaway winners to announce, which I will do at the end of this video, and a couple of little stitchy gifts that I got for Christmas that I'll share with you. So let's get on with the advent goodies, shall we? I'll recap first of all on, if I just get organised within this box, I'll recap on the Patchwork Rabbit advent calendar that I had, and it was such a beautifully put together advent because I thought it was going to be all flosses, and there are some gorgeous flosses which I've got them all on the ring here, but there are also some other really lovely goodies in there. So I'll just go through these quite quickly. Obviously there was the lovely floss ring there. I've just noticed a nice bruise and some scratches up my arm. Alfie had to have another bath earlier because he'd rolled in something really disgusting a couple of days ago and had a bath straight afterwards, but we thought he was still a little bit fragrant around his neck area, so he had another bath and he was clinging onto mummy's arm a little bit. He was not happy about having 2 baths in as many days, so yeah, that's just literally noticed that bruise as I put my arm up. But anyway, back to this gorgeous floss bling here. and then I'll go through the colours that I got. First of all Weeks Dye Works, and we have Whitewash and Teal Frost and Noel, which I've never seen this one before, quite unusual in its mix of colours, and Candy Apple, a lovely true red there. Then we move on to Cottage Garden threads, and I don't know if these have names or if they are just numbers. So this is number 26, which is this gorgeous sort of like a sky blue. Number 13, which is sort of rose variegated, sort of rose almost going into sort of a terracotta. And I've not tried those, so I'm really looking forward to that. And number 07, which is like sagey greens. It's coming across grey on camera, but sagey greens and creams. Then moving to Classic Colourworks, we have Tropical Paradise, a gorgeous Tealy Aqua, Tahiti Orange, which is like an apricot-y peachy colour, Sea Oats, which is a gorgeous variegated neutral. It's actually quite a deep beige on the back there. A really handy green, which is Spinach. Again, that skein's got some nice variations in it. And then to the Gentle Arts, Cranberry and Gold Leaf. And finally Endive, which is a really useful green to have. So those are the all the over dyed or hand dyed flosses from the calendar. So really gorgeous selection there. So I'm going to pop those out of the way while I go through the rest of the goodies in that calendar. There was also this corner gauge, really useful. It's just a little wooden corner gauge, and move my little birds along. Then we have, keeping on the bird theme, these are really pretty. These are thread winders made from mother of pearl to wind your floss around, and there's 3 of them in there, and they're actually quite heavy and really, really pretty. So I think if you're working on a single colour sampler, they'd be really nice to just wrap your floss around. Next up is some Christmas buttons. We've got the gingerbread house, there's holly, some little candies, baubles, and the little bird. So really cute. I think they must be, they look like the type from Just Another Button Company, that style. So really lovely to include in the calendar. Then we have some vintage trim. This is, I call this seam binding. It's like a vintage seam binding, but some lovely colours there, the grey, green and the yellowy, and there's 18 inches of each. So they will be lovely for finishing. Then we have a super cute pair of black Stalk Scissors. Really tiny. You can see I've actually got quite big hands, but you get the idea. Really dinky little scissors, great to keep in a project bag. I like to keep a pair of scissors in every project bag, just or projects that I'm working on, so that I've always got them handy. Then there's this little mini kit, and it's a lighthouse with the Christmas tree. This is Winter by Moonlight, designed by the Patchwork Rabbit. And you get the tiny wooden hoop and a little piece of linen in there as well. I don't know if there's threads in here actually. I didn't actually, it's very, very crinkly. Yeah, there is actually some thread in there as well. So that's, again, a gorgeous little gift. And then we are at the patterns that were in the advent, and this one is a design by Simona Busiglieri from Mani di Donna. Probably butchered that, but I had a go. And that's this gorgeous little rabbit in a sleigh, Merry Rabbits, and that's all charted in DMC. And this one from Pollys Creations, which is a very bunny Christmas. So 2 little rabbit themed Christmas charts. And then last but not least, and I'll just sort of I'll just hold this at a distance. This is the chart that was designed by Michelle of Mama Loves You GB, and it is called Flights of Angels. And this is, if you remember from King Charles's memorial speech about the late Queen, when he said, "May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest." And this actually makes me get a bit choked up, so I won't be stitching this anytime soon, but I think perhaps later in 2023, perhaps around the time of the coronation, it'd be a nice little piece to stitch. But absolutely beautiful. So that rounds up the Patchwork Rabbit Advent, and I hope they do another one in 2023, because I would definitely be signing up for it, because I think it was absolutely brilliant. But I think, having seen how good they were this year, you have to be quick off the marks. I think they're going to be really, really popular. Right, you will know, of course, that my lovely stitchy friend Paula of Eva Faith, the Snail Garden, she and I do a swap. This is the 2nd year that we've done our Advent swap, and Paula has absolutely spoilt me once again. So you'll have seen some of the pieces as I went through opening them on the Flossmas videos, but I will do a run through just so that you can see everything again. No particular order, I'm just going to pull things out and show them to you, and I'll show you all the ornaments and handmade items towards the end. So first up, a pack of DMC needles, which I'm always looking for a needle, so that is perfect. And then I had a pack of small wooden stars, little tiny buttons, so again perfect for finishing. And then I had, we'll carry on with the wooden theme, a tiny hoop. I would imagine that's probably about maybe 4 inches, a 4-inch hoop, which will make a lovely ornament. I'm going to have a little look for a little round ornament pattern so I can make an ornament to go on my tree. And I think there's a free one on Fat Quarter Shop at the moment, which was designed by Hands On Design, so I'm going to check that out, and I think that will fit perfectly in there. Next up, I'm going to try not to drop everything on the floor. Okay, let's move on to Flosses, and Paula has given me a selection of DMC Variegated Flosses. So there were 2 skeins of the green, and this is colour 94. 2 skeins of the blue, this is colour 67, which were these. 2 skeins of the yellow, which is colour 90. And 2 skeins of, this is my favourite, this is shade number 115 in this gorgeous rich red, and you can see the variegation there. It's a really, really pretty thread. Moving on, I had some beautiful ribbons for finishing, and these have all got little knitting stitch markers on the twine that Paula's put them together with. I don't know if you can see those there. So the Christmas trees, red on the cream satin, sort of stitched design on that deeper red grosgrain, and white snowflakes on red satin. So all perfect for finishing. Put those back. Talking of finishing, I've got a little acetate box of charms and bells. So there's this gorgeous big, let me get that one out and show you. That is absolutely beautiful. If I can, again, I really don't want to drop all these on the floor. Not least of all because of a certain young man that we all know that will find the slightest thing on the floor. So that's the bronze snowflake, and then we have a selection of golden charms, and I've got a little tiny sheep, a super cute gingerbread man, you can see him there, and there's a star, there's 2 stars actually, the little antique looking one, a stocking. Again, these are going to go beautifully on some finishes. And then there are quite a few of these little tiny, let me see if I can show you in my hand without dropping, these little tiny red bells, jingle bells. So they were all in that little acetate pocket there. So I'm trying to get them all back in, so I don't want to lose any of them because they are super pretty. Next is this pack of either decorative pins for going in a drum or a pin cushion, or you could use them as counting pins. And these, I would probably make a guess that Paula has made these because she is so clever, but they are stunning with those gorgeous pearls, the red glass beads and the little tiny beads, and I love the little green ones at the bottom as well. So beautiful pins. Then I had some Anchor pearl cotton, and I think this is the thread weight is an 8, I think, and again in beautiful variegated colours. Another thing from Paula's shop is this gorgeous either stitch marker for knitting or crochet, or you could use it as a zip pull on a bag with a pretty little heart, hand beaded. Again, told you that Paula had spoiled me. Then moving on, and this is something that I really do need, it's a to-do list, and it's from Ray Dunn. And I think I mentioned when I opened this, I wasn't sure that you could get, didn't realise you could get Ray Dunn things in this country. And I think it was Sue that commented that TJ Maxx, or TK Maxx, is it here? TK Maxx, carry Ray Dunn. So that's a bit dangerous for me to know that now, isn't it? So that's going to be really handy. Then I'll move on to the fabrics. A gorgeous piece of quilting cotton in red, and it's got a metallic gold on, and all these lovely doves holding their olive branches. And I think this is going to be beautiful for some backs of little Christmas pillows, because it's like a Christmas dove, isn't it? Really pretty. And a 36 count piece of linen from Paula's hand dyed collection in her shop, and this is catkin, and you can see it's a gorgeous creamy colour. She dyes on Zweigart fabric, and you can see how gorgeous that is. Another super finishing idea. Paula gave me a couple of Tarts tins, and I've got 2 here, and these are 4 inches. I'll just show you one. So they're 4 inches. So again, I'm going to be on the lookout for some round pieces. I think there might be a couple of blackbird pieces, maybe one of the Halloween ones. I don't know if you could, I might have to fiddle about with sizing, but if not, I know that Plum Street have got some of the Olga's tart and things like that. But there's so many gorgeous round patterns out there. I'm sure I can find something to pop in those. So those are, I was really thrilled to get those, and a bit intrigued because it was quite a heavy envelope that day. So I'm going to move on now to all the wonderful ornaments and handmade things that Paula included in my calendar. So some of these I've actually, well, all of these apart from one, I've just stolen from my Christmas trees. So I had 3 of these gorgeous crocheted toadstools, and the detail, you can see they've got the little sort of like the bulgy bits, and the way they flare out at the bottom as if they've been picked. And she's done the edge of the caps in a metallic yarn. and these look so pretty on the tree. They just really look very, very they're on my tree in the dining room, and it's got quite a lot of woodland animals, and it really lends itself with these little things. And I wish I could make these because they are just so cute on the tree, but I'm happy to have these 3 from Paula. Next up are a couple of felt and wool hanging decorations. So I've got this guy here, this snowman cup with his now Paul and I had a discussion about this. I think it's a cinnamon stick, or was it a candy cane? I can't remember now. And marshmallows in his hot chocolate. And this one is the little wool, the tweed wool mug with the 2 snowmen marshmallows in. I love these 2. I think they are so cute. And following on from that fabric, because you'll notice this is absolutely amazing. Now, Paula did tell me the designer of this, and when I do in the description box I will pop in the book that this is from. But this is like architectural stitching, if you like. I can't really say enough about it, how impressed I am with it. The way that it's mitered, and if you can see the seams, and even the pattern matches up. It's just incredible. So that's my square wool tomato, and the way that Paula's finished that with the wool felt for the leaves and the stem is absolutely beautiful. I think it's almost my favourite thing from the calendar, and you'll find out when I show you the next few things why it's got a little bit of competition, but this is definitely up there. On Christmas Eve I had a beautiful ornament, and this is a Prairie Schooler that Paula had stitched for me of a Santa. And I think when she posted this on Instagram she said this is the first Prairie Schooler that she's stitched, and I think she's got the bug now. But isn't he just splendid? I think he's absolutely beautiful, and again finished to perfection. Absolutely beautiful. He's right at the front of the tree. And as if all that wasn't enough, on Christmas morning there was a parcel with number 25 on it, and there were 2 parcels within it, and I thought, oh, this is exciting, I've got 2 presents. One was for Justin, so, but that's okay. And when I opened mine, before he got round to opening his, this is what I found inside, and I was absolutely speechless at the time. I couldn't believe that Paula had made such a well, I could believe that Paula had made it because I know how clever she is, but I couldn't grasp that she'd made it for me. It is just absolutely stunning. A Blackbird Designs chart. I don't know which book it's from, and you can see all the work she's put into that there. She's finished it. These are the little red bells that I've got in my package. A little vintage candy cane, and the finishing on this is absolutely beautiful. And you can see it's all fully lined, and she even put a chocolate Father Christmas inside, which was just amazing. So then I said to Justin, well, open your present and see what you've got. She made one for Justin as well, which absolutely, if I wasn't blown away by after opening mine, when Justin opened his, it just about finished me off, because I thought, we know, don't we, as stitchers, how long things take to actually stitch and then to finish, and certainly to finish to the standard that Paula's done these. Just so kind and generous to stitch one for Justin as well. So these 2 are now pride of place on the main tree in our lounge. And I feel that Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch can relate to the holding up the 2 stockings. So yeah, I feel a bit like you, Liz, holding these up. But Paula, thank you so much from Justin and I for these. We both absolutely treasure them always. So those were my advents, and I just think I am a very, very lucky girl. I'm going to pop all the bits back in this box so I don't lose anything, and pop that over there. And I will just show you a couple of Stitcher gifts that I got, and then we'll announce the giveaway winners. So we do a Secret Santa swap in my office, and I did find out after the event who my Secret Santa was, but very, very thoughtfully, my Secret Santa gave me a cross-stitching kit, and it's for these little tiny wooden ornaments. And I've not opened it yet. I'll have a quick look and show you, but I thought that was such a thoughtful gift for me. They're obviously taking notice. So let's have a little look. I think these came from a shop called Flying Tiger, which, oh, I've dropped my flosses on the floor. I'm not sure if that's in the US. There's a little chart here with some ideas on. And then in the box there are 4 of these. I think they're all the same shape. Wooden decorations. And then quite a nice selection actually of cotton flosses. But sometimes you get kits and you think, oh, should I use my own floss? But you can see it looks like it's 6-stranded floss and some really pretty colours. So I'll probably just stick with what's in the kit. But I thought that was such a really, as I said, a thoughtful Secret Santa gift. And it had chocolate as well. So I was absolutely delighted to have stitching and chocolate, which are probably 2 of my favourite things. The next thing that I got lots of presents for Christmas. I was very spoiled. But this was a total surprise because I'd mentioned to Justin that I wanted it. We tried to get it before Christmas and it was sold out, and I mentioned it on Flossmas, and then lo and behold on Christmas morning Justin got this for me, and I was so shocked. I was like, where did you get it? Where did you get it? Did you get it from the Patchwork Rabbit? Did you get it from Peakside Needleworks? He said, no, I got it from somebody on eBay. And he was stressing that it wouldn't arrive in time for me for Christmas because of the postal strikes, but it did arrive in time, and it is beautiful, and I'm so happy to have it. Of course, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, it's When the Leaves Fall by Blackbird Designs, and there's lots of beautiful projects in here. I won't go into it in great detail because I'm sure lots of people have done the same. I particularly like this one, which I think it says inside is an old loose feathers chart that's been reprinted especially for this book, but there are some stunning projects in here, like this gorgeous apple, and what else have we got in here? It's all just as you'd expect from Blackbird. It's all just beautiful. There's a lovely sampler in here, this one, A Token of Love, which I think is gorgeous. So that was just such a surprise to open that on Christmas Day. Okay, I will announce the winners now from the giveaways. There were 3 over the course of Flossmas. Thank you for entering. Okay, the first one, which was on December the 1st, was this typeface chart, which was a gift to us from Fat Quarter Shop. And the keyword was typeface, and the winner of this chart is Jenny Wilson. So congratulations to you, Jenny. Thank you for commenting. On the 4th and 5th of December's update, Flossmas update, I had the Peppermint Lane chart by It's So Emma. This is one that I'd purchased, started stitching, and then wasn't for me, but still a beautiful design, and this has been won by Sue Bone. So congratulations, Sue, if you'd like to get in touch as well. And finally, on the last Flossmas episode that I put up, which was the catch up from the 6th to the 13th of December, I showed you this Christmas sentiments chart by Stony Creek. and this has been won by Sally Ann Cole. So Sally Ann, congratulations to you. If you three lovely winners would like to drop me an email on the email address that you'll find down below in the description box and let me know your addresses, and I'll get those sent out to you as soon as I can. Hopefully the post is behaving itself a little bit better now. So that's the recap of Flossmas. Again, thank you if you joined me in the few occasions that I did manage to get a video up, and I hope you had a lovely Christmas. And I'm going to be back in the next couple of days with a whip parade / whip coal, and some plans for stitching in 2023. So I hope to see you all then. But take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.